In less than an hour, the federal government is set to shut down, which will lead to hundreds of thousands of workers being placed on furlough.
That's unless Congress can come to an agreement in that amount of time. Let's take a live look at the nation's capital right now. The United States Senate currently debating how to fund the government inside the Capitol. Senate voted down two competing Democratic and Republican proposals to keep the government funded.
News Channel 11's Haley Pitcher reveals what will happen if a shutdown comes to pass, while federal lawmakers representing the region weigh in on the stalemate. Haley?
Yeah, Sarah, the hourglass is running low as we're less than 1 hour away from a potential government shutdown. But what does a shutdown encompass and what effects will our citizens see? Now, I spoke with one local history professor who shares what the country can expect. Capitol Hill is at a standstill over a short-term budget plan as a government shutdown looms. The Republican proposed plan would keep the government funded through November 21st, but Democrats say it doesn't address their concerns on health care. Congressman Morgan Griffith says the Democrats' point of view is escalating the situation.
I think it's very serious because the Democrats in the Senate, now the House passed a bill, 10, 11, 12 days ago, that would keep the government from shutting down. But the senators are blocking this. Senator Schumer, I believe because he wants to make his base happy, has decided he wants the Schumer shutdown. He wants to show he's fighting the president, and it's really illogical. And it's illogical because the things they're asking for are very extreme.
Government shutdowns occur when Congress fails to agree on necessary funding bills before the current funding expires. ETSU professor Daryl Carter says agencies such as Departments of Labor and Agriculture will slow.
Number one, you'll see probably the first one later this week, which is you're going to see that the Department of Labor is not going to release statistics regarding unemployment and employment. You will also see various programs, whether they be in agriculture or another unit that kind of shut down temporarily while this is figured out by elected officials.
Congressman Griffith says Virginia could be heavily impacted by this potential shutdown.
If there was a shutdown, Virginia would be the state most affected in the union because we have so many government employees and so many government workers and so many military bases. Doesn't affect our end of the state so much, but it affects the eastern part of the state tremendously.
Carter says the best course of action for Congress would be negotiation.
What we want, I think, as a country is to have meaningful debate that's constructive, that humanizes others, and that engages in this spirit of friendship, of goodwill, and of seeing the other side's point of view without having to make that person into the enemy.
And to read more regarding the possible effects of a shutdown, go to our website at wjhl.com. Now back to the desk.
Haley, thanks. Senators Mark Warner and Tim Kaine released a statement earlier this evening arguing Republicans rejected what they're calling a common sense funding bill that would keep the government open.
The two senators added, quote, by his own standard, this looming shutdown is a failure of President Trump's leadership, end quote. Senator Marsha Blackburn also released a statement saying, quote, Democrats had no problem voting for continuing resolutions when President Biden was auto-penning them in the White House, end quote. This is a developing story. We will be sure to follow what's happening in the nation's capital and update you both on air and online.